Libra, welcome to your general reading. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. We are still recovering from a cold, so we sound like this today. Okay? So just bear with me, alright? There will be coughing and throat clearing, etc. Alright, show me what I need to see, please. For that Librian energy. We're going to start off with the Moonology. I've been feeling that moon energy. What's going on, please? What's going on, please? What's going on, please? What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me that Libra energy, please. Libra. Okay, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Take care of yourself, please. Take care of yourself. I don't always interpret that card that way, but it kind of came across right now. Take care of yourself. You are good enough. Refuel yourself. Okay. Take care of thyself. Take some time out. Replenish your own energy. Get in touch with yourself. If you have Virgo in your chart, use it. Okay, withdraw. Take some time away for yourself. Alright? You do you. Back away for a little bit. For some of you, you want to step out of your comfort zone. And if that's the case, that's also honoring yourself and your energy. What else, please? But you are good enough. You are worthy of your own care, time, and attention. Always. Okay? What else, please? What else, please, for that Librian energy? Show me. What else, please, for that Librian energy? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, a time for healing. Okay. If you are feeling the call to go within and just be quiet and heal yourself, listen to it, but also make space for it with that practical planning. You have to make space for it. You can't just expect healing to come and say, I want to heal, but then don't give yourself the space and attention to do so. Okay? So if you need the time to heal, make space for it. You need to plan it. Don't just wish for it. You need to plan it. You know, it's one of those things, even if it's a couple hours out of the day that's just for you and no one's bothering you, then that's what I'm talking about. Put practical steps in place to plan for yourself, to heal for yourself, to give time, care, and attention to you and no one else. Okay? Heavy earth energy here, particularly Virgo, Taurus. You know, in which case I would absolutely pull those energies out of your pocket. Don't be rushed. Make space for you. Okay? Where you give yourself your undivided time and attention. Alright? Because that is very much healing. And I don't just mean going out and getting your nails done. Alright? It's more than that. It's stuff that you have to plan in advance for yourself. Otherwise, people will take your time. So make sure you're honoring yourself and giving yourself the time you need. And the space and attention you need to heal yourself, to feel better. Okay? What's going on? Are you overextending, Libra? Are you overextending your energies? Okay. Not giving enough to yourself? Is that what I'm seeing? What's going on, please? Show me. No. Libra. If you're new to my channel, I prefer it when the cards fully flip or hit the table. I like decided energy. The Lovers, the Star. There's some strong energy there. Your air cousins, specifically Gemini and Aquarius. You might have some of those placements in your chart as well. The Star in this context is coming across. And we have the Hierophant underlying. Some of you Taurus. If you're trying to heal from a love energy, you need to make space from it. Okay? And if you're wondering if you are ready for a love energy, well, time will tell. The Star here. Lovers. Really strong. Some of you, you don't know if you're ready to embrace the ultimate connection, the biggest connection. You don't know if you ever can or will. That's one of the things you need to heal from. But you are good enough, Libra. You are good enough for lovers. You are good enough for a star. Okay? You don't know if you can take that on. You don't know if you have space for it. You don't know if you can have something that's strong or you need to recover from it. Which one is which, we shall see. Hopes, wishes, and dreams of a very strong connection. Okay, Libra, what's going on? Show me what I need to see, please, for the best possible. There you are, right there at the bottom. What's going on for Libra? Show me that Librian energy, please. What's going on, please, for that Librian energy? Show me, Libra. Queen of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor. Standing in your power. Something feels correct, or at least it did to you. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It might be that you are very, very focused on career opportunities at this time. Okay. Well now, the world, judgment, the High Priestess. I'm not really seeing another person. Neither are you. I'm not seeing another person here. Neither are you. Timing's not right. I'll make that clear right now. There's some shit you're working through. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the demon, your overall energy. There's something here you're attached to. It's looking like mental conflict. To the world, you present someone who is very strong-willed and capable, and you are. I see that. But the world, judgment, the High Priestess, it's not time. It's not time. There will come a time when it is time. Not today. Your mental energy is through the roof, despite what you present outwardly to other people. The demon is your overall. You might have some Capricorn in you. But there are some things you're trying to work through, and that's between you and you. Show me, Libra. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me, Libra. What's going on? I want to see your heart space. Show me this Queen of Cups. Show me this Queen of Cups, please. Show me this Queen of Cups, please. Show me this Queen of Cups, please. What? You don't trust your feelings. It's like you get a false sense of pride in your feelings sometimes. Sometimes you don't trust your own heart. You don't. Like the moment you feel good, you also feel bad. Do you think you get attached to the wrong people? Is that why you're single? That's the Libra I'm talking to today. Do you not trust your heart space? Like the minute you feel you get a sense of confidence or a sense of pride or a sense of direction, you shut it down. 5 of Swords immediately, like it's self-sabotage. I don't trust my feelings. I don't know that my heart's correct. Show me this Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me this Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me this Ace. Okay. 2 of Wands, so you keep yourself focused on opportunities and work. What else, please? 9 of Swords. That's where your mental stress is. That's where you keep all your thoughts. Okay, that's where you keep your stress. Many things have shifted and are changing. The Tower. Show me the Emperor, please, and you are trying your level best to keep things under control, particularly where that finances are concerned. That seems to be the sole preoccupation of your energy. Knight of Wands. What also tried to pop out was the Age of Pentacles, how so? Page of Wands. You are trying to open your energy back up, but in a fair and balanced way that's according to you, but it keeps focusing back on work. So every time you have an ounce of energy or strength, it immediately goes back into a space of working, and that's fine. And that's fine, Libra. That's absolutely fine. That's all well and good. You have to make priorities in life. And right now I'm looking at a Libra whose 100% priorities focus on the job and career. But here's the reason I'm not vibing with it. I know you tell yourself it's all about the work, it's all about the job. That's where 100% of my focus goes. Yeah, that's fine. I don't argue with you about that. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, many of you use your careers or your jobs as a form of escapism from the real problem. And that real problem is coming back from here. That you don't trust your own heart space or your own feelings. Like every time you feel good about a love opportunity, you feel like it's self-sabotage. So you focus on work. And you say, now's not the time, now's not the time, now's not the time. Something devastating is going to happen in work at any moment. Forget all love opportunities. I have to focus on work. Something devastating is going to happen. Something devastating. So you focus on work because that's where it's safe and that's where you feel like you can exert some control with that Emperor energy. So every time you begin to feel even a little bit of energy, a little of uptick in your energy, boom, you immediately divert it back into work, even if it's positive or negative. Here I see mental stress and anxiety. Have to focus on work, have to focus on work. And I don't dispute that, honey. I don't dispute that. But even when your energy goes positive, when you have a little bit of uptake in energy, when you feel a little good again, it still goes back to work. It's on a loop for you. And I'm telling you, it's coming back from the space of I don't trust my heart space. I don't trust my love. I don't trust my love intuition. Okay? Every time I feel good about a love option, I set myself up for failure. Focus on work. And sometimes it's legitimate. I got to avoid a disaster at work, and so you focus on that. But even when things are going well, you still focus on that. There is no person here. I don't see a person here at all. I see vague concepts to decision making and cycles opening and closing. Timing elements as well. That's who I'm seeing today. Show me this, please. Yes, some of you use work as a form of escapism. And that is your real devil. Show me the World, please. Judgment. You have opened cycles and you have closed them many times for the sake of work. Judgment is here twice over the world. You have opened cycles and you have closed cycles. You have been opened to cycles that have been called to you and presented to you, and you shut them down. Focused on that Ten of Pentacles. Show me Judgment again. You. Many things, opportunities have come and gone. You've dismissed them all. And you focus on work. Many things have been opened up to you, Libra. You have been called forth or summoned forth many times. And you keep rejecting it. You keep rejecting cycles. Now, if they're not good enough for you, they're not good enough for you. Fine. What I'm seeing here is the theme. I see a Libra who does not trust their heart space. And so it doesn't matter how good or quote-unquote not good a person is, you reject them out of habit. Show me the High Priestess, please. Many opportunities and persons have been presented to you. Three of Cups over the High Priestess. You are trying to open your emotional energy back up to connecting with people. You want to, under the star. But you hold back. You hold back. You hold back from your star and connecting with people, dating, seeing anybody romantically or otherwise. You hold back. Your intuition tells you you should connect with people that you really, really want to. But then you, as the Empress, hold back. Literally. Let me make this clear. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But if it were that simple, I would just see that Eight of Cups would explain that easily, straight up, out of the gate. You're emotionally unavailable. This is flat out refusing all entry points of love connectivity. Like you are ignoring every single phone call you get. Every time somebody knock on your door, you're like, I'm not home. Actually, I'm at the office 24/7. And for some of you, we're talking 14, 16, 18 hours, but I'm telling you, for many of you, work is the excuse you use to avoid connection. Substantially. This isn't, well, he asked me out and I got bad vibes, so I said no. This is not that. This is chronic. So this is a little more than you being emotionally unavailable. This is you rejecting many cycles. And you have used your judgment over and over again, Libra says, that these are not correct for me, these are not correct for me, these are not correct for me, these are not correct for me. Yet, you desire to open up, you desire to acquire a star, you desire to connect in the finer points of your heart space, but you literally refrain, too, as you refrain from doing what you want, even though your intuition is screaming at you to connect with people. You keep not signing off on anything that's presented to you. It's not correct, it's not right, it's not good enough, the time's not good. Time. You keep using time, by the way. Judgment is timing. Be it in our own estimation or what is presented to you. Libra says, timing's not right. Timing's not right, I got a lot going on. And so you do, but a lot of it's self-imposed. And I'm telling you, it's stemming from a place of mistrust. Distrust of your own feelings. You are holding back. It could be you're holding on to someone else, but I don't. I literally see that as you refraining your own energy. You've done it many times. Judgment's here twice. You're here twice. Star's here a couple of times. If you want that connection, you're going to have to make space for it. I knew something was up. Excuse me. You're going to have to make space for it. The world, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, keeps trying to make the space for you. And you keep saying no. And are you busy? Are you trying to avoid towers? Yes, but even when you are trying to not avoid towers, let's say all is well, all is copacetic at work, even when you have positive energy, it still goes back into work. You use work as a vehicle, as an excuse to avoid major connections. That's who I'm speaking to today. So if this doesn't vibe with you, that's fine. You take what resonates, leave what does not. Just because it has the word Libra in the title doesn't mean it's for you. Check your other placements or catch you in the next one. Okay? I know what this is like. I know what you're going through. And I don't think you're giving yourself nearly enough credit. I think you're way too hard on yourself and your emotional expectations. I think you know what it's like to make very strong decisions that are in your benefit in a place that you can control, that is your work, but you don't trust yourself so much in your heart space at all. I think you use time and work as an excuse to delay or connecting with anyone in a substantial way. I think you keep yourself to yourself, and this is where you're most comfortable and competent. But when it comes to connecting outside of yourself, it goes into this place of I really, really want, but I also reject. Your dreams need a practical plan. You are good enough, this card says. You are good enough. But, practically speaking, if you want something greater beyond yourself, such as the Lovers under a star pathway, you're going to have to plan it now at this point. Because I can tell the universe, again, whoever you want to call it, universe, God, spirit, has presented you many an option. And if they weren't good enough, they weren't good enough. In which case, I support your decision. But this is you flat out rejecting, saying the timing's not right, the timing's not right. The timing, I got news for you, honey. Timing's never right. For anything. Ever. Anywhere. At all. Under any condition. The timing's never right. You can absolutely hedge your bets. You bet. But that hasn't been working out so much, has it? Because you're not connecting the way you want to and deeply desire to. But you refrain substantially. That's who I'm speaking to today. You're at that point now, because I think you're so used to rejecting cycles and insisting the timing isn't right, that you're going to have to plan to open up. You're going to have to plan it. Your intuition is here, the High Priestess, knowing that it wants to open up. And if you don't want to open up, that may be the case now, because currently I still see you rejecting points of connectivity. I still see you rejecting calling. So in the future, you're going to feel this. The need to open up. The need to find a new star pathway that has nothing to do with work and goal work and ambitions. And you're going to feel the cross in your own energy that says, I want this, but no. I'm going to hold back the best of myself. You've been doing that. You've been doing that, Libra. I don't think you trust your heart space at all. I think when it comes to your goals and careers, you know exactly what you're doing. In your personal life, your confidence wavers. So you got into the habit of rejecting. Cross watchers, you are welcome, of course, but this reading is for Libra. So let's keep that in mind when we're in our comments about, oh, I tried to get that Libra to open up to me, etc., etc. This isn't for you, this is for them. And I'm highly sympathetic to the human experience. So let's be careful with our comments about, oh, if Libra would only open up. Libra doesn't have to open up to you. I just want them to open up to a higher purpose. It really frustrates me when people say, if they would just what? Nobody has to do anything. This is about our individual journey and pathway. In the Libra I'm looking at, I want you to be happy. Because you want to be happy. You want more than this. You may not feel it now, but you will in the future. Now, let's see what's this muck that is your internal thoughts here. Sword across the board. Eight of Swords, we cannot see. Or Libra says, I cannot see. I can't see. Procrastination, I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. Nine of Swords, mental stress because we're not dealing with it. Seven of Swords, still have doubts. Substantial. This is the thing that's gripping you. This is what's holding on to you. This is what's dictating your present day action. These two are going to be related, I promise. Okay. You had to reject some folks, but I promise you, some of them were substantial. Judgment was here twice. Libra says it's not time. Absolutely. Energies come and go. But I know that there was some here that you missed. And you justified it and you rationalized it at the time. But now it's on you to plan, to connect. I don't know how many more cycles the universe is going to throw your way. You're going to have to plan now. You have to plan to heal yourself. You have to plan to connect substantially to a star. You have to plan to substantially connect to a lover now. For some of you, yes. Because now it's on you. It was a choice to reject, Libra. So therefore it's your choice to accept. So when you get that feeling, intuitively speaking, maybe I should start putting myself out there. Please know you're going to be tempted to hold yourself back. You are a person of substance. I've seen it. You've already showed the Emperor and Empress in your own right twice. I know you're a person of substance. That's not up for debate. It's your emotional energy. That's where I want to see you. Show me. Sword across the board here. Show me this Eight of Swords, please. Show me this Eight of Swords, please. Ace of Wands. I cannot see. I cannot see a way forward. I cannot see my inspiration. I cannot see my passion. Therefore, I will not take action. You have, like I said, been presented Ace of Wands, opportunities for lights and pathways, but Eight of Swords, I cannot see. I cannot see. I'm confused. I'm not ready. Okay, what else, please? The Tower. There it is again. Every time you have any sort of powerful emotion or realization, it automatically goes back to work. Where you feel secure, where you feel safe, and more importantly, you feel you're in control. Whenever you're presented with a new, be it love, passion, whatever the fuck, I don't care, whatever it is. When it's outside your realm of expertise, when it's outside your comfort zone, it's too shocking, you pull away from it, you go into a place of comfort. Now, I agree with you. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, these are all stability factors. These are our natural comfort zones, these are our natural grounding principles, and we use them and rely on them heavily to keep us focused and grounded in the real world. So our energy is productive and has a place to go that is healthy. So we often use those realms of pentacle, coin, tradition, and stability to do exactly that, to stabilize us. People will often bury themselves in work because it's comfortable. They know where their energy is supposed to go. They know what it's supposed to do. And in that process, they often heal. So it is not uncommon for people to throw themselves into the work in the absence of doing anything else or not knowing what else to do. I got you, baby. But at some point, that started to become an obsession or a fail-safe, where Libra's like, I'm feeling too much, I'm thinking too much, throw myself into work now. You started using your work as a way of life, or your career as a way of life. You have to excuse me. My daughter's home from school. It's spring break, and she also had a lovely cold. Actually, she gave it to me. So we're both coughing wonders. She's doing better than me, I promise you that. She has more energy than I do. Okay. There it is again. Just full-on preoccupation, even possibly borderline obsession with stability. Finances, kingdoms, empires, business. Again, I don't dispute your productivity. I don't dispute your goals. I don't dispute your kingdom. Why would I? I wouldn't dare. Look at you. You've got quite the empire. all your experiences, be they negative or positive, go 100% into your work. And yet there's that lingering space of the stars on the split. You put all your love into your star pathway. Okay? But not actually into love. Your love doesn't feel safe yet to be expressed, but particularly you don't trust yourself. You're killing it. When shit breaks down, you're there, fixing it. When things are going great, you're there, saying, hell yeah. You're on top of stuff before it even happens. You are well known. You're accredited. You're financially stable. You're working on huge concepts in career and finances. But here's the thing, Libra. Be it you're positive or you're negative, it all goes into work. And when it comes to the emotionality, you back off. But you desire it more so in the future. Not yet. Not yet. Show me more of that, please. Let's see if you open up more. Seven of Swords. It's okay to have lingering doubts and lingering suspicions. But, no. There's that Seven of Pentacles just tried to pop out. Show me that Seven of Swords, please. Okay. Okay. Death. Hold on. I want to make sure I understand. What else, please? You are. Okay. Good. Good. As your desire to connect with people on the emotional level increases, you do try, honestly, to eradicate the worst of your thoughts. You do. Finally. Death is over that Seven of Swords. So, you are doing your best to try to kill off those thoughts. You are trying to open up as the Fool. You're thinking specifically. I'll take that. I see a reluctance to open up your emotional space. Okay? I do. But we can start with the decisions too. The mental space. Killing off the doubts and the things, the insecurities, the blah 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 that goes on. This is a bunch of blah blah blah. And every time it gets too uncomfortable or gets too real, you launch yourself back into work. Every time you're confronted with a Tower, boom, you turn right around into the Pentacle. You avoid the stuff that makes you uncomfortable, particularly where your heart space is concerned. Okay, fine, I got it. So we can at least start with you killing some of the worst of those thoughts and doubts. Telling them to shut the fuck up so you can open up and live life. And so you are trying. Because in the future, Libra, I'm telling you, even if you're like, nah, I'm focused on my job, I'm focused on my career, I don't need the love stuff, fine. Fine. But let's, again, go back to a major point. This isn't just about you being emotionally unavailable. This is much larger than that. This is a much bigger picture than you just, like, I'm not feeling it. It's so much more than that. It's you actively rejecting judgment and cycles continuously because you don't feel comfortable. You put it off, you delay, and then you throw 100% of your work, energy into work. It's a delay. It's a tactic to avoid. So if we can start, because again, there's you are, honey. In the future, so like I said, you may not be feeling it now, but you're going to. Eventually. In your tiniest of little Libra hearts, maybe it's time to open up. Just a little bit. Because maybe you want a different pathway, a different star. No, I'm not saying you're rejecting your work. What I'm saying is you can have more than one pathway. One of them is career, one of them is love. Maybe it's time. There you are. This is your card. You share it with Taurus. I still see you being reserved with the biggest part of your energy. But there's hope. Because I do see you trying to kill the worst of your doubts and fears. Not about the pentacle. The feelings. Because it's fear, baby. You must remember, all those negative thoughts, they have one equation. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. It has one equation. Fear. You have fear. You're trying to kill the fear. That's been the driving premise of this whole fucking thing. When you get confronted in your emotional space for change and transformation, it's fear that's rejecting it. Okay? Killing the fear. It's a start. I'll take that. Now, let's see this fucker. Okay? Show me that I kind of have an idea. It's your overall is the devil. This is what binds you. The ultimate representation of all your negative sword energy put together is fear. And it's all the devil is, really. Overinflated fear. We insist on holding on to shit because it's driving from a place of fear. That's all. You know? I gotta hold on to this connection because what happens if I lose it? That's fear. That's the devil energy. I'm going to keep doing this thing even though I know it's bad for me. Because, you know, I think I need it. I'm sure I need it. That's fear. I have to completely 100% throw myself into work and control everything. Otherwise, I'll lose everything. That's fear. It's all that sword shit. 7, 8, 9. That's all fear, honey. Some of the devil. Strength. Oh, it's strong. No shit. You don't say. Oh, Libra's devil's strong? I couldn't tell. I told you. Fucking told you. This is not some 8 of Cups shit. That's easy. That's easy. 4 of Cups, easy. Not the best. Not my favorite. But still. This demon, this devil you have is strong as fuck. And there is a reason why I told you. This is more than, I just don't think we have any chemistry. Okay? I know a lot of you are watching this and you're like, yeah, well, I wasn't into him. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking to a Libra who forsakes everything else. Everything. It doesn't even have to be about love, honey. Anything else that doesn't involve work, because as soon as we step out of your safety zone for how you handle your emotions and your mental state, you can shut shit down. And it's coming from a place of fear. I have no doubt that you are excellent at what you do, that you're an excellent provider, that you are very driven in your career, but I promise you a lot of that is stemming from safety, fear to step outside of that realm for which you are very acquainted and very comfortable. You use career as an excuse to put off other things in your life. Because this you can't control. It's controlling you. And it's strong. This devil is strong. But you are trying. You are trying. I see it. This is where I told you. There's that little fucker that kicked off this whole thing. This is where it comes from. This is why your fear's so strong. This is why you cling to your career. Again, honey, I'm driven. I understand. I know where this is coming from. I'm ambitious too. I'm very driven. But the reason why you do it is it goes back to this. Card 1. Queen of Cups. Every time you've ever felt good about your heart space, you feel like you were setting yourself up for failure or that you were being set up for failure. 5 of Swords, you don't trust your emotions. And hence, the severity of this. Too much self-doubt. Your pentacle world you can control, and you know it. And you use it as an excuse to void everything else. And it's strong. Let's make no... There should be no confusion about this. There's strength over your devil. Your devil is strong. And it's coming back from this place of 5 of Swords back here into your opening on your heart space. But you are trying. And I see that because in your future, even a part of your energy is exhausted with itself. When you realize how much this is taking a toll on you to not have a life outside of your career or your job or your what the fuck ever that you put so much of yourself into, which again is admirable, but it's also used it as a crutch to delay connections and love and who knows what else. Okay, but you are doing your best to tell your thoughts in the future to shut the fuck up. This is over that Seven of Swords. Shut up. So I agree, even if you can't get rid of that devil overnight, and there's a good chance you can't and won't, you can at least start the process of shutting those thoughts down and trying to use that full energy. Okay, I do see you trying. I do, Libra, and I want you to win, honey. I want you to win. I want your energy to win, because you're right. You deserve a star. You deserve a lover's energy, but now you're at that point where you're going to have to fucking plan. You're going to have to plan for it. You're going to have to make plans to literally open yourself up. Like, I am, okay? And as an example, I don't care. I don't care, but just use this as an example. You're at that point now where the universe isn't just going to try to hand you stuff now to get you out of your box. You're going to have to plan for it, and you are worthy of it. So set time aside for yourself. So this is what you want to do. Start with the simplest shit. Thursday nights are my nights. Thursday nights from 7 to midnight or whatever the case is. I'm going to go out there and meet people once a night, at least once a week. I'm going to plan for that. I'm going to do my best to get up and go out and go and be social. Whatever the context is, friendship, family, dating, I don't care. But that's where you are now, is that you need to plan for it, and small, manageable plans that you can stick to, just like going to the gym. Once you make that dedication, you have to keep at it. So make sure it's a small, manageable dedication that you can start opening yourself back up outwards to the world, because I see you desiring it. And if control is such a huge issue for you, then plan for the control. Plan it. Okay? If you have such a strong sense of control, and I need you to ease up on that, okay? Because I can tell that you got really used to controlling in your pentacle world, okay? And that's one of the reasons why you're so damn successful. But it's also become a huge diversion for you on purpose, and you use it to opt out of everything else. Because again, you have such a strong tendency for control. Well, you can control this a little bit too. If you don't feel secure about going out, plan for it. You can exercise some of that control, but again, relationships should be spontaneous. Some of them have been presented to you and you shut them down, okay, and use time as an excuse. But I can tell you right now, I see your energy desiring to open back up, so plan for it. Don't rule it out. Give yourself some measurable space to exist outside of this career or whatever it is you throw your energy into, okay? And here's the reason why I'm giving you this advice. I'm not telling you to say fuck your career. No, of course I'm not. Of course I'm fucking not. So don't put words into my mouth. You know exactly what I'm saying, because this either resonates with you or it doesn't. I'm looking at a Libra who desires for more and they still refrain in the future. I don't think you're feeling it yet, but you're going to one day. And it's going to start with you trying to cut out the negativity of those thoughts about fear and control. And I don't know if my heart space is going to be... That's the first thing that needs to go. Okay? And true, you don't have to put all of yourself out there in the forefront. I agree with you. But if you really want that star, and if you really want to connect with people in a meaningful way, it's going to require you to plan for it. Make room for it of your own decision making, because you have shut so much down over I don't know how long of a period of time. And I want it because you want it. You just don't know that you want it yet. And for those of you who do, speak up. Tell me about your plans and intentions. Okay? Because, honey, I'm telling you right now, if you're one of those Libras like, well, I need love to come to me. Well, here's the thing, baby. I see things have come to you and you shut it down. And for reasons we have discussed. You're not comfortable with your love energy or the shit that's worked out in the past, love relationships. You feel like it's a bunch of self-sabotage and bullshit, which lended to your devil, which lended for your overly strong need to control things. What can you control? I know, my career, my money, that's what I can control. So you put all your energy into that, and anytime the universe has tried to present something to you outside of that realm, you shut it down. So now it's on you. So if you're like, but I need it to come to me, we're at that point now. Here's the downside to control, honey. You pushed a lot of things away. And I understand where it was coming from. I do. I understand where it was coming from. So now it's on you to get yourself out of this space. If you want more of a social life, you're going to have to plan for it. Make room for it. Give it room to breathe. And if you are really that strongly in need of control, then you being able to plan some sort of social life should be well within your skill sets. So think of it that way. But real relationships should be organic. They should have their own sense of flow and direction. And that's the scary part for you. Because sometimes it feels like your heart space has been a runaway train. You get attached to the wrong people, you fall in love with the wrong people, it feels good, but then you feel like you got fucked, right? Hence why your energy got more and more like this. And every time you've been presented a new opportunity for a cycle, nope, now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Now's not the time. Nope. Nope. People come, people go. But not with my energy, not today. No thank you. Pentacle, it is for me. Every time you've been presented for an opportunity for radical change, the Tower, you shut it down. Go back to work. You put all your positive and your negative emotions at work. Baby, I got it. So this is not an accusation. The reason why I'm pressing you to do more is because your energy says it wants more. So you can't get more unless you make changes. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. You want more? What are you prepared for? What are you prepared to do? For it to come to you? Yeah. But that's also happened in the past, and I can see you shut it down. So now it's on you. Make small manageable changes, Libra, because I know you want to. I know you don't want to continue on in this way. I know you want to have more than one star pathway, i.e. a love connection. I know that you want to have more of a social life, and I know you want to deepen connection with family and friends. So make it happen. Plan for it. Give yourself that room. Give yourself that space. Okay? I want it because you want it. Your devil is rather substantial. It is. You're not a bad person. I think you've just been fucked over and hurt many times. That's all. That's what I think. Why else would your energy be like this? I want more for you because you want more. It's not just me over here telling you what to do. I see the flow of your energy. I see how you've hidden your energy. I've seen how you've excused your energy. I see where it benefits and I see where it hurts. So no, I'm not judging you. I see what you want, even if you don't. But I think you do. I think you do. I think you've been given several points over the, I don't know how many years, of radical change and transformation, and you've avoided every single one of them. Threw yourself into work, said now's not the time. Very strong future orientation. That's, I will say, is consistent, so I'm pleased to see that. Your future energy as well as your thought patterns are starting, or they're trying to match up. So good. Consistency of future habit. I like it. In that respect, I see improvement. Okay? As long as you can get on the same page with yourself, that's a start. We'll take that. But I don't want you to underestimate how strong your need for control is. Do not underestimate how strong your distrust is. For yourself, for your emotional energy. Because I promise you those things are playing in together. But your future orientation is showing strong markers for even the smallest amounts of change, because you do want more for yourself. That's why I'm pushing it so hard. You may not know it yet. July might be important. June as well, but there's that Six of Pentacles energy. For now, I'm telling you, many of you are in this vein currently. You don't know that you want more yet. You might come summer, June, July. 6, correct. June. Very strong June energy for some of you, where your energy is going to start opening up. For some of you may, but right now I'm seeing resistance. So I'm going to see some resistance in you, or you're going to see some rather resistance in yourself for a minute. Your energy, however, might start to become a little more flexible around June, maybe May. Okay, any other significance? There's you. Goodness, you fight. Look at that. You fight yourself tooth and nail, don't you? Oof. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's what Libra says. Libra says, I just get fucked around and jerked around. I hear you. But you have bigger feelings than you know, as I saw with your opening. You know the concept of setting yourself up for failure, right? Self-fulfilling prophecy. You've been hurt enough times, you're eventually going to feel that way. And I think we all do that from time to time. I've been consistently hurt in past relationships, therefore I have every reason to believe the next one will be the same. Shut it down. Right? If every time you enter a new relationship, and it has the same sort of pattern attached to it, I can see why you don't trust your own heart space. If you feel like you cannot trust yourself to form the correct or healthy connections. Again, makes perfect sense. But that comes down to trusting yourself, Libra. A connection's either right for you or it isn't. It either feels healthy or it doesn't. It's either shared and fair and reciprocated or it isn't. So if you have those markers from the very beginning that that's not the case, then pull out. You don't have to overly invest in someone. Okay? Especially if they're not showing you the markers of progress. Then you exit. And that way you save yourself from unnecessary attachments. Okay? The whole point of dating is to see if you're a correct fit. So, if in the early stages of dating you don't see the necessary markers of improvement or you're not feeling it, then exit. That's it. You don't have to dedicate so much of your life and energy towards someone who you hope will give you more or something like that. Whatever the fucking case was, honey. I don't care. You don't trust your heart space, and that's my problem. You're not giving yourself enough credit. And if you continue to carry around past heartbreaks with you, you're going to continue to carry that into the future as well. And I don't want that for you, because your energy is huge. And it is productive. Very. It is productive. It has full marks and honors attached to it as someone who is a viable member of the community, in their workforce, in their career. And I believe you're going to feel very strongly in the future to share that with somebody. So I don't want you to enter every new connection thinking it's going to be the same as the last, because that's how you're going to set yourself up for failure. That's the real Five of Swords. Summertime is going to be a huge marker for some of you. Some of you by your birth season, a 5, 5, 5, 6. Okay, 5 and 6, and then I'm also seeing your season as well as Scorpio season. Okay, so Justice, that's you. King of Cups, that's Scorpio. So I get two distinct markers for some of you. May, June, and then October, November. Around your birth season, so that's late September to late October. Okay, and then transitioning into Scorpio season. Until then, we got some serious blockage, but I'm telling you, some significant energy around May, I do believe. Okay. Four of Swords, continue to rest. Look. Okay. I don't see current committed relationship energy. I don't. However, there are some holding on aspects here I can't quite peg down. For those of you who are kind of in a relationship that's workable or has structure, that has some sort of structure to it, you've been avoiding disasters with it for a long time. Ending it specifically. For fear of letting go. This cycle is not healthy for you. Some of you have been called upon exiting this cycle several times and you've avoided it every single time, pretty much for the same reason. Security. Even though it does not make you feel good. In which case, your devil is for this connection that doesn't really seem to lend to your energy at all. That needs to be let go. For some of you, it is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Some of you do hold on to this out of habit, but it doesn't particularly lend to your experience either, not in a way that's positive. It doesn't feel like the main story to me. It doesn't. It's again, sometimes it's like, for me, sometimes it's like plugging in data gaps. It doesn't really lend to you emotionally or spiritually, but you insist on holding on to it, and you've avoided disaster after disaster, particularly radical transformation of the heart, and why you have been presented many times with judgment towards you, ending the cycle. Libra, in this. Libra, in this. It's no good for you. It brings out the worst in you, Libra. It brings out the worst in you. Even when you feel good about it, that positive energy goes into a space of work and maintenance. And it's for the sake of holding on to it, it's strong as fuck. That's for some of you, not all of you. For the vast majority of you, I'm seeing markers of a Libra who has stayed single. And for reasons that are obvious. Or you've had disjointed relationships. You don't really give them the full weight of your measure of feeling. You just pass them up. Nope, not taking this one seriously. Nope, timing's not right, not this one. Nope. And that's been your litany for a while, for some of you, yes. But yes, for some of you do bank on, it's not all of you, I'm sorry, I just keep getting it as gaps that keep trying to plug in. Some of you bank entirely your lives on one connection that you have that you insist is stable, but it actually brings out the worst in you. And you've been presented many times over to close this and you refuse to. And that's because you don't trust your own heart space. You don't trust your own feelings. But if that's the case, your feelings for this person are utterly and entirely absent. But for the vast majority of you, I see your storyline. I understand. I see your storyline and I understand. I hope to see some improvement in you. It's looking like your time markers are, again, May, June, and for others of you, your birth season up to Scorpio season. In terms of your future orientation. Okay? Where you start to open up more. Okay. So I told you. You have a bigger heart space than you know. Crescent moon. Follow the way of the moon. For some of you, specifically the crescent. X, you, small Eiffel Towers. You have more emotionality than you allow yourself to show or reveal. Aquarian energy here. The letter O as well. Yeah, I can see that. Big money, big dollar bill. I know. I know that's where the focus of your energy has been. Dear Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you might have some of that strong earth placement in your chart anchored. I have to stay here. I have to stay in this. I have to. I'm anchored to this. I'm anchored to this. I'm anchored to this. K. I am anchored to this. I cannot move forward. Something like that. Lotus. The lotus flower. Okay? Some of you might have some strong Scorpio in your chart. I know, that's been a big point here. Coin in the frog's mouth, it's the symbol of prosperity. Transformation, butterfly, time to transform, I agree. M, N, and the chakra alignment, getting in line with yourself, P. Okay. I hope this was helpful to you. This was very interesting, Libra. It was. It was very interesting. I can see your devil. I can see where it has led you. I just, some of you are just so shy from the world. Some of you are so terribly shy from the world, and that's what stays your hand. Particularly where you're, not just shyness as in shy, I mean, you know what I mean. Where your vulnerability is concerned. Your ability to connect with people outside your immediate realm. To expand yourself on larger horizons, to be part of the world beyond your work environment or your stability environment. Some of you are just so terrified of change. You're afraid of being hurt. The idea of new adventures don't appeal to you, that kind of thing. It's scary. It's scary to step outside that which you cannot control. I know. I know. And I hope you get to that space where you can open up, because in the future, your energy suggests, yes, it's willing to try. And I hope it succeeds. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.